When done properly, the internet, screens, and particularly social media can provide 5 essential elements of adolescent well-being: a sense of control over one's environment, individuation, self-expression, a connection to others, and acceptance. And then there is the abyss. Welcome to App-Propriate, a podcast designed to give you a little taste into the positives and negatives of the most popular social media apps, so that you and your most importants can make more informed, healthy, and safer choices when it comes to interacting through your screens. I'm your host, Joe Langford. Note that I said safer, not safe. Interacting through screens with other humans contains a degree of natural risk, just like real life. And I believe that education leads to empowerment, and I hope this information helps add a degree of safety, social responsibility, and good digital citizenship to your social networking and the conversations you have about it with your family. Today's episode is about YouNow. YouNow falls into the live streaming / connection motivated app category. Yet another app that lets kids consume and create live broadcasts, with the ultimate goal of gaining viewers, trending your brand, and growing your fan base. The live streaming site / app lets users perform for viewers all over the world via their devices' cameras. Broadcasters, many of whom are underage, showcase their artistic talents, goof around, or simply live stream their day-to-day lives and respond to the comments which scroll in almost continuously. A mix between YouTube and other live streaming apps like Periscope, this attention-getting platform appeals to both the bored and the kids with too much time and energy on their hands. The ones who love attention and the ones who are lonely. The ones who want to watch and those who want to be watched, with over 100 million streaming videos per month. What makes it stand out from your typical live casting app is that YouNow encourages long-form streaming, with some users sharing video for hours at a time, some even while they're asleep. No, literally, setting the camera to stream yourself sleeping, snoring, twitching your feet, softly passing gas, everything. Maybe it's boredom, maybe it's fun, maybe it's an excuse and vulnerability, likely a combo of all the above, but hashtag Sleep Squad if you don't believe me. Hashtags classify categories that viewers can search on YouNow, and then add broadcasters to favorites lists and receive notifications when they're broadcasting live. While viewing live casts, users can engage and chat with the persons who are streaming and earn digital coins. Those coins can be used to buy digital gold bars, YouNow's primary currency, to tip broadcasters they fan or find inspiring or impressive. YouNow takes a cut of about 30% before sharing the tips with the creators as real money. Videos are mostly available live and can't even be accessed after a few days. However, all user-generated content is retained and stored by the developers, so the content doesn't actually disappear. Their terms of service state that YouNow retains the rights to use posted videos however they wish, though the user retains technical ownership. Privacy is definitely a concern with this app. The user agreement also specifies that users must be 13 or older and able to register using an existing social media account, like Facebook, Twitter, or Google+, though anyone can view broadcasts without registering as a user. YouNow forbids nudity, sexual content, and bullying in its community guidelines, but there's no evidence of clear oversight, and the policing of behavior seems largely left to the users themselves. To their credit, by most reports, the community does a decent job of self-policing, and users can both block and report other users, though there are still reports of things such as adult content, loads of profanity, and requests for specific behaviors and contact information. I also regularly remind both teens and their adults that apps like YouNow are live and therefore unpredictable, and that you can't unsee things, and that one can only block and report after you've seen the thing you can't unsee. There's quite a bit to be concerned about related to this app. And in addition to potentially seeing other people's gross or inappropriate behavior, parents can and should be concerned about their teen's own potentially problematic content. Unapproved or unfiltered content can give predators more information than kids are often aware of. It's also important to note that YouNow's revenue and reward aspects and the temptation of attention-based gifts and growth of a monetized fan base can inspire kids to do things that are more silly, stupid, sexy, or scandalous than they would otherwise. Teens often broadcast about their day-to-day experiences, including sharing feeds from their schools, cars, and bedrooms, which often provide personal information while considering more how many people are watching rather than considering who may be watching. Kids may have no idea who's on the other end of that internet connection, and sometimes there are dozens of strangers peering into their home, watching them answer personal questions from other anonymous viewers. From an adult perspective, it's hard to watch, and as a parent, specifically the thought of a handful of randos watching your kid sleep can be super creepy, if not terrifying. It might just be the most terrifying thing your child is doing while you're not looking, but anyone else can. In fact, creepy is often a word that's regularly associated with YouNow. It preys on the invincibility of youth, their urge to share numerous aspects of their life publicly and with potential strangers, while taking advantage of their lack of awareness of just how dangerous, and yes, creepy, that dynamic can be. Because if you're looking to watch kids alone in their bedrooms at night, YouNow is one of the easiest ways to do that. It's fascinating and fun, but also toxically tempting for both underagers and the predators who target them. Thank you for listening. I'm Joe Langford. I'm a therapist, a sex and tech educator, and a dad, and I specialize in helping families navigate that intersection of adolescence, sexuality, technology, and behavior. More information about me and my work to promote healthy, positive, and safer sexual and social behavior, both online and off, can be found at my website, beheroes.net.
The advice presented in this podcast is a form of education and is intended to provide general information about common though broad topics that impact underage people. Specific circumstances and facts may make said advice unsuitable and/or other actions necessary for individuals. This podcast is meant to be an adjunct, not a replacement, for IRL experience, professional advice, and good old-fashioned common sense. In addition, much of the information included here can and most likely will change with time, culture, and the rapid development of technology. BeHeroes.net does not seek nor accept any monetary gain or financial support from any social media platform mentioned. BeHeroes.net is committed to providing quality consulting, coaching, product, speaker, and contracted therapeutic services, advocacy, and resources to clients, visitors, customers, colleagues, and fans. Appropriate is produced by BeHeroes.net.